Welcome to this tutorial on setting execution policy in PowerShell. Execution policy is a fundamental security feature that you need to understand before you can run your own PowerShell scripts. In this video, you will learn what execution policy is, why it exists, and how to configure it properly so you can start automating tasks with your own scripts. Execution policy is a security feature built into PowerShell that controls whether scripts can run on your system. Think of it as a gatekeeper that decides which scripts are allowed to execute. Its primary purpose is to protect you against malicious scripts that could harm your computer. However, it also allows legitimate automation when configured correctly. The execution policy helps strike a balance between security and functionality. PowerShell offers 4 main execution policy levels. Restricted is the default setting on Windows client systems and blocks all scripts from running. AllSigned requires that all scripts be digitally signed by a trusted publisher before they can execute. RemoteSigned allows your local scripts to run freely, but requires remote scripts downloaded from the internet to be signed. Unrestricted allows all scripts to run, but displays warnings for scripts downloaded from remote sources. Before making any changes, it is important to check your current execution policy setting. To do this, open PowerShell and run the command get-execution-policy. This command will display your current policy level, which is likely set to restricted if you have never changed it before. Knowing your current setting helps you understand what permissions you currently have for running scripts. To change your execution policy, you use the Set-ExecutionPolicy command followed by the -executionPolicy parameter and the name of the policy you want to set. The basic syntax is straightforward. Set-executionPolicy followed by the policy name. This command allows you to modify the security settings to match your needs. For most users, RemoteSigned is the recommended execution policy because it provides the best balance between security and usability. With RemoteSigned, you can freely run scripts that you create locally on your computer, while scripts downloaded from the internet still require a digital signature. To set this policy, run Set-executionPolicy RemoteSigned. This setting protects you from potentially harmful scripts while allowing you to run your own trusted scripts. An important requirement to remember is that you must run PowerShell as an administrator to change the execution policy. If you try to change the policy in a regular PowerShell window, the command will fail. To open PowerShell as administrator, right-click on the PowerShell icon and select Run as Administrator from the context menu. This ensures you have the necessary permissions to modify system-wide security settings. When setting execution policy, you can also specify a scope to control where the policy applies. The process scope applies the policy only to the current PowerShell session and resets when you close PowerShell. CurrentUser applies the policy to your user account only, which is useful on shared computers. LocalMachine is the default scope and applies the policy to all users on the computer. Understanding scopes gives you fine-grained control over how execution policies are enforced across different contexts.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.